look into it. There's a pin, this one here. This is longer than the others. And it's actually quite genius to put it there because we use it for ground, which means that the ground always touches the board, or like the internals of the board first. So we take out any danger of like sparks which degrade the plugs and so on. Okay. Here I have, when I got this board I didn't get it with a charger, so I kinda needed to make one myself. So this is a 24 volt, 20 amperes switch mode power supply, and I feed that into another one. This is a step-up boost converter. It's 1200 watts. So I drive that up to about 300 to 400 watts into the board. So I'm not overdoing this one, and this one seems to be able to stay quite cool. I did change out the fan and added another one here just to like keep the air circulating. So when I first got the board, I of course didn't have these, so I needed to improvise, and I actually managed to use like a XLR 3-pin cable and just took one of the pins out. And that way I managed to like charge the board at least somewhat. Did not trust this connector. It's just like polarity wise and like ampere wise too, because it's smaller, but the pins are the same size, so I don't know. Okay, there's of course no power on this, so I can just cut both of them at the same time, but we never do that. We always cut one at a time, and even then, because there are capacitors on this that are quite big, so I mean, if this isn't designed properly, you could like get a big spark here, and then you have to cut the end off again. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sorry about my voice. I don't know what's happening. It just started acting this way this morning. Okay, so now there's something that holds the cables. Clean soldering iron is like really important when you're soldering, because we don't want any impurities between us and the cable when we are soldering or pre-tinning. Just waiting until like the wire gets hot enough so it will like drink the solder in itself. Okay, like this. 14. And next one. So I have my soldering iron set to about 360 degrees Celsius, of course, because I'm not an asshole. So these are, I think, 14 gauge wires, but there's silicone and the coat on them is quite strong. So Jesus, this is gonna take a long time to heat up. So I have found out that, like, I used to solder everything at like 420, and it just, like, the flux burns off so quickly that you have to be like super annoyingly quick to do it. So it was, the long one is minus. Let's pre-tin this too. I'm not gonna take it out, but maybe I should put something. So, okay, this is a really neat trick that you can do. If you take the other piece and plug it in, so when you're soldering, the pins you're soldering won't move around and won't, like, if they melt up plastic or something. So let's finish putting this together. Here we go. So apparently you just need to push it in the right places. Anyways, okay, and it's like this. This way, you save the pins and you dissipate the heat into the other housing too. And it's quite nice to solder. Now, we don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's put our heat shrink on the cable, the power cable that's coming from this guy. Okay, the iron should be hot enough now. Yep, definitely. I'm gonna try to do it this way. I'm not sure if I can. So we start by putting some solder on the soldering iron, and then we heat up the connector and feed solder to it while we're doing it. Wow, these are actually really nice connectors. Let's get rid of this and put the minus here. I would love to give you this view though. Give me a sec. I'll try my very best. So I've already put the heat shrink on this cable, and now I'm just gonna start by heating up the connector itself. Hold on, let me just do one small thing first. So this won't be moving. Let's tape it down a bit. Okay, it's not like super steady, but it's enough because we're gonna be pushing down on this. Okay, solder is heated, and then we just lay it like this and just wait and heat it up real good until everything is melted. I really want to show you guys, like, because you start seeing the solder flow. Like, I'm trying my very best. Okay, let's heat this up. Let's see. Can you see it? No, not. Okay. Just heat this. Just feed it a bit of solder too. Okay. Okay, knots here, 3 and 1, I think. Yeah. You can actually turn these with just a grip or something. So it's easier to solder. Remember, always pre-tin. It just makes everything easier. Like this. And just feed it solder like slowly, and watch until the solder starts to flow. That way you know you have fuck. Nice. But one thing I noticed here is that, I don't know if you can see, because we were working with so high voltages, we absolutely need to make sure that you aren't making any unnecessary sparks. This should be fine though. Just put heat shrink on. And like the heat shrinks, they should go like all the way down, like to the bottom of the connector. Then we there we have it. Looks really neat. So the charger is ready. Okay, this charger is not ideal. The lowest it can go is 68 watts, which is too high in my opinion for when charging the cell between 415 and 420. So I haven't been able to fully charge my board for some time, but hopefully I will be getting a better charger than this. But I mean, we have such a short time here in Iceland to skate, so I really want to use like every day that I can until it gets too snowy or something. This here is only controlling this, and this I just put here because I know these can be quite noisy, and I don't want to introduce too much noise to the circuit. Yeah, okay. So let's just go upstairs and see if everything is correct. And I have a procedure for that as well. And it involves measuring everything twice or 3 times maybe. So yeah, let's go upstairs. Okay, yeah. Okay. Just measuring. Like I line the plug up and yeah, try to measure out if it's the same polarity and same pin, because I've never used this connector before. Okay, let's try plugging it in. Then I unplug it, and like I only have plugged in just maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Take it out again. Feel if the cables are warm or something. Okay, it did not warm up at all. So I'm gonna go get my iPad and see if everything is correct. Okay. So we have this app which can show us all kinds of information about the power of the board. Okay, here we go. And I can plug it here. And as you can see now, we are charging it at 60 watts. And then I can, if I want to, charge it faster, because I don't really need. I mean, I can go on this board for a whole day and like the battery goes down 20% or something. It's crazy. So okay, this app, you can go into config and BMS settings. Then you can press here BMS read. You get like all the info, all the settings and everything. Be careful with the set pin thingy. It's, like I've seen people been locked out. Yeah, this all looks about the correct values. Well, maybe this is a bit low. I would put this at maybe 3,000 and release at 3.2. But otherwise, everything seems to be okay. Be careful, guys. If you screw this up, you screw your board up. So, yeah. This is, I think it's really cool to be able to do this. And there is another app you can get for Android, which looks a bit different. It's really badly written. But if you have it open while you're writing, you can record how your battery behaves under load. This is actually quite cool.